is 2021. Happy New Year. We made it. We made it through 2020. I know sometimes it felt like maybe we wouldn't, and who knows what this year will bring. But I can say that even though some of us might look back and think 2020 was maybe a time for most of us to have some challenges that we were facing, I do believe that each of us, both personally and professionally, changed and grew in a positive way during this time. So that being said, customer service has definitely changed for the better, I believe, with some of what has happened in 2020. So what are some of those things, what are some of those changes that happened with customer service that are going to stick with us long term? So, you know, first of all, I think it's important to recognize that everybody's mental headspace and actual physical space of where they're working, how they're working, what their environment is, any of the distractions that they might be having has changed. And everyone has had to adapt to that, whether it's more interaction and more distractions at home, or working on your own at home and having less interaction, and what that looks like and how that feels. So for your team members and for your customers alike, organizations and professionals, you guys have had to adjust, you've had to shift, and that's something that will remain with us, because I think the working model as we know it now has changed, and what it's going to look like long term, I don't know, and I don't think any of us know, but it will never go back to exactly the way it was. So that's definitely something that's here to stay, and understanding that while all of that has changed, there's things that we also need to do to adapt in order to serve our customers and to serve our team members better as a result of that. So that's definitely here to stay. The other thing is, you know, good business and businesses who thrive have always been transparent and honest with their customers. And I think right now, especially, that reassurance from organizations to not just their team members, but to their customer about what they're going to be doing for them, how they are there to support them, and how they're in it together with them is something that's invaluable. So organizations who have really worked to reassure both their team members and their customers are going to come out on the other side of this really well. And I think that that type of mentality, or that reassurance, honesty, and transparency is something that if it wasn't part of your culture before and it was introduced during this time, is something that needs to stay, and you've probably recognized that it's served you, your team, and your business very well. And then doing the right thing by people. I think there are many organizations I've seen that have done exceptionally well by just really supporting their customers and supporting their team members in unlikely ways that maybe they weren't expecting, probably costing the organization some money and some additional resources. But again, those are the things that are going to serve them long term in the long game. I have seen other organizations who have taken advantage of this, where people are kind of backed into a corner right now, and they're inflexible, or they're really trying to utilize that or take advantage of that for their personal gain or for their business gain in the short term. So just want all of you to think about everything that's happened in 2020 has really set organizations up and professionals who have decided to utilize it that way for the long term, for doing the right thing, being a people-oriented organization or professional. And that's only going to take you further as a business or in your career. So if you're looking for any refresher in any of this, obviously the Customer Service Institute is here to help, but these are just some things I want you to think about as we start 2021. And if you're not doing some of these things already, you know, is it something that you want to consider putting into some of your goals for you or for your business in 2021? Looking forward to a lot more Thursday Thoughts this year. Glad we all made it through, and Happy New Year.